Hello, welcome back to Golden News. Ever since the Second World War, global politics has been molded by the strategic triangle between America, China, and Russia. Coordination between Mao Zedong and Joseph Stalin in the early 1950s fueled American determination to halt the spread of communism. That led to America fighting wars in Korea and Vietnam, its commitment to defend Taiwan, and many proxy conflicts elsewhere. A decade later, Mao's schism with Nikita Khrushchev prepared the ground for an eventual American rapprochement with China that brought covert Chinese assistance in the fight against Soviet forces in Afghanistan, which helped end the Cold War. It also underpinned the decades-long run of economic growth that transformed China into a global power. Now another shift is underway. On March 22, Xi Jinping, China's leader, completed a three-day visit to Moscow, his first since Russia's invasion of Ukraine last year. Coming just days after the International Criminal Court issued an arrest warrant for Mr. Putin, it was an emphatic display of solidarity. Mr. Xi even invited Mr. Putin to visit China later this year and endorsed his running for re-election in 2024. Mr. Putin reciprocated with an elaborate charm offensive, proffering two banquets in the Kremlin, praise for Mr. Xi's diplomatic initiatives and backing for him over Taiwan. We're now witnessing changes that haven't been seen for more than a century, and we're pushing them forward together, Mr. Xi told Mr. Putin after the two leaders had polished off a state banquet of crab, marbled beef and borscht in a 15th-century banqueting hall built for the Tsars, calling each other dear friend. The two leaders signed a statement that voiced opposition to the American-led global order and pledged deeper ties in trade, military exercises and space. In private, their talks probably covered much more besides. American officials believe Mr. Xi is weighing Russia's request to supply it with lethal weapons, including artillery shells and attack drones, for use in Ukraine. If Mr. Xi agrees, it would draw China into a proxy war with NATO. But in China's telling, Mr. Xi was there as a peacemaker, and with no offer of arms, he repeated his call for a ceasefire, and again promoted a 12-point peace plan that China had first proposed in February. Mr. Putin praised the plan, and committed to starting peace talks with Ukraine as soon as possible. The statement also repeated Chinese calls to uphold the UN Charter and to avoid the use of nuclear weapons.